Leone's world turns upside down when she unexpectedly becomes part of a surreal sequence of events after being sold on the slave market on that very day. Initially entwined in the notion of fulfilling her master's wishes, her life takes an intriguing twist as she locks eyes with him. The man who now stands before her is not just an ordinary master. He is someone who fits her preferences perfectly, stirring desires within her she never thought possible. Yet, rather than indulging in the anticipated scandalous encounters, the master surprises her with a completely different request. With an air of authority surrounding him, he tasks Leone with aiding him in creating intricate patterns and captivating tones for one of his manga pages. The perplexity within Leone intensifies. Wasn't she acquired for more explicit purposes? With a mixture of boldness and uncertainty, she tentatively proposes to her master that, given his significant investment in obtaining her, perhaps he seeks something more sensual and intimate. Isn't she, after all, categorized as a sex slave, meant solely for those purposes? The unanticipated turn of events leaves Leone questioning her own identity and the true intentions behind the master's unconventional command, steering her into a realm of uncertainty and intrigue she never expected to encounter. Leone felt a mixture of emotions brewing within her as she absorbed the unexpected response from her master. It was evident that his disinterested demeanor shattered the expectations she had harbored. He nonchalantly divulged that he had acquired her for a meager 500 yen, placing emphasis on the fact that his motives were far from any carnal desires. In a matter-of-fact tone, he articulated his primary objective: to avert any unauthorized leaks of his manga, highlighting the crucial need for mangakas to safeguard their unreleased work. Though Leone's frustration was palpable as she grappled with the implications of his words, a mischievous notion began to take shape in her mind. Recognizing the power of feminine allure, she made a deliberate decision to play a card she believed no man could resist. With a bold move, she gently guided his hand to rest upon her chest, anticipating some form of reaction, a flicker of desire perhaps. However, her master exhibited unyielding composure, his attention fixed solely on the requirement for a pen to progress with the task at hand. This failed attempt at manipulation left Leone feeling a mixture of humiliation and anger, pushing her to reluctantly shift her focus to the work ahead. As irritation coursed through her, she commenced working on her master's manga, each action tinged with annoyance. To her surprise, her master, in a rare gesture, expressed admiration for her unwavering dedication to initiating the project, acknowledging the effort she had invested. Leone, captivated by her master's unwavering dedication to his work as she gazes at him with deep admiration, feels a pang of respect and wonder welling up within her. She can't help but marvel at how effortlessly he exudes a sense of coolness, even when fully immersed in the demanding tasks at hand. So when her master finally rises from his workstation, battling writer's block and fatigue, he turns to Leone, seeking her assistance during his designated break time. Having become accustomed to fulfilling her master's desires and anticipating his requests, Leone braces herself, mentally preparing to execute his instructions promptly. However, her readiness is met with surprise as her master deviates from the usual routine and presents an unexpected ask. Caught slightly off guard by this unforeseen demand, she finds herself in uncharted territory as he requests that she strike an erotic pose without a second thought. Despite being prepared to comply with any out-of-the-ordinary requests, Leone is taken aback by this unique directive. The unanticipated nature of the ask catches her momentarily off balance, making her pause and process her master's shocking demand with a mix of confusion and disbelief. Before he even voices his desire, Leone is mentally prepared to comply with any abnormal request he might have. Yet, when he orders her to strike an erotic pose, she doesn't hesitate. With practiced ease, she assumes the requested position, ready to fulfill his command. However, her anticipation quickly turns to discomfort as her master instructs her to maintain the pose for several minutes, so he can accurately draw it. As the minutes go on, Leone's resolve wavers, and tears threaten to spill from her eyes. The physical strain, coupled with the emotional turmoil of feeling objectified, weighs heavily on her. After 5 agonizing minutes, her master finally acknowledges his completed sketch, seemingly unaware of the toll it took on her. Leone's heart sinks as she realizes that her master hasn't even truly seen her. Doubts creep into her mind, questioning whether he sees anything beyond her utility as a tool for his art. However, her master's unexpected gesture shatters her pessimistic thoughts. With a gentle pat on her head and a heartfelt, "Thank you for being here," he expresses genuine gratitude for her presence. His words and gestures of appreciation fill Leone with happiness and excitement. Yet, the strain of maintaining the pose for so long takes its toll, leaving her unable to stand. Sensing her discomfort, her master reassures her that it's okay, highlighting one advantage of being a mangaka: the ability to draw while sitting down. Despite the physical exhaustion weighing down her limbs, the warmth of her master's consideration wraps around Leone like a comforting blanket. As her master fervently immerses himself in perfecting his manga creation, Leone often finds herself adrift in a sea of contemplation, confronting a persistent inner turmoil and questioning whether her worth extends beyond being a mere tool in his eyes. In a sudden break from her reflective musings, her master intrudes upon her thoughts, redirecting her attention to a new assignment: the delicate task of managing the whiteout. A veil of puzzlement descends over Leone's thoughts, her mind grappling to comprehend the nuanced intricacies of precisely what the meticulous application of whiteout entails. With a gentle and understanding demeanor, her master guides Leone through the process, elucidating the necessity of using the whiteout to rectify any inconsistencies or errors that may have inadvertently found their way onto the meticulously crafted pages. Taking the time to demonstrate the technique firsthand, he adeptly fills the slender bottle with the milky substance, proceeding to vigorously shake it to ensure an even distribution. Despite the patient's explanation and practical demonstration unfolding before her, Leone's consciousness momentarily drifts towards more titillating thoughts, briefly diverting her focus from the task at hand. As the visual display of utilizing the whiteout unfolds, Leone teeters on the edge of an intricate dance between mastering the intricacies of this new responsibility and navigating the enchanting allure of her unrestricted fantasies. The juxtaposition of her master's meticulous artistic process and the subtle whispers of provocative reverie form a complex tableau within Leone's mind, blending the realms of creativity with the allure of the sensuous unknown in a mesmerizing blend. Determined to impress her master with unwavering dedication, Leone wholeheartedly commits herself to the task at hand, striving tirelessly to earn the recognition she seeks. In her pursuit of approval, she meticulously ensures every detail of her work is impeccable, yearning for the moment when her master will acknowledge her efforts with praise. However, amidst the intensity of her focus, a mischievous notion lingers in her mind, whispering enticing possibilities. Could it be, she muses, that a playful act of ingenuity might capture her master's attention in a unique way? As this daring plan takes shape within her thoughts, Leone prepares herself to set it into motion, her excitement growing with each passing moment. Yet, in a sudden twist of fate that catches her off guard, as she reaches for the whiteout bottle, the cap unexpectedly dislodges, propelling itself straight into her eyes with a brisk and unexpected motion. A surge of searing pain and discomfort engulfs her, causing her to grapple with the unsettling sensation of the liquid seeping into her eyes and clouding her vision. Amidst the chaos of her distress, Leone hears the reassuring voice of her master breaking through the turmoil, calming her troubled mind. He explains that the whiteout had, by chance, been diluted with water, lessening its potency and reducing the likelihood of causing any serious harm. This unexpected revelation brings a sense of relief and gratitude to Leone, who realizes that her master's care and concern extend beyond her expectations, showing a depth of compassion that touches her deeply. As master meticulously finishes his work, Leone stands by patiently, her eyes fixed on him as he completes his tasks. She exudes an aura of obedience, ready to applaud him once he is done. With a swift movement, Master's gaze shifts towards Leone, and he can't help but notice her unkempt appearance. Leon, however, misunderstands his attention, assuming he might have a particular fetish. Her thoughts are soon interrupted when Master, sensing her confusion, directs her to take a shower before anything else. In compliance, Leon steps into the shower stall, the rush of water enveloping her. As she scrubs away the day's grime, a newfound sense of determination begins to take root in her mind. Leon's mind buzzes with a myriad of thoughts as she carefully processes the implications of Master's peculiar request, entertaining the notion of seizing a potentially life-altering opportunity should it present itself. Bolstered by a surge of courageous determination, she emerges from the comforting cascade of the shower, her vulnerability cloaked only in the raw strength of her spirit, ready to take on whatever challenges lie ahead. With resolute impulsiveness, she propels herself towards Master, her heart pounding with anticipation, as she dares to swing open the old bathroom door, bracing herself for what might be revealed only to be met with a sudden explosion of vibrant confetti and joyous balloons raining down upon her unsuspecting form. Shocked and disoriented by the unexpected whimsy that surrounds her, Leon staggers backward, her grace momentarily abandoned as she descends unceremoniously to the floor, her expression a mixture of astonishment and disbelief at the surreal spectacle unfolding before her eyes. As the colorful chaos settles, Leon finds herself standing amidst the remnants of the cheerful celebration, her initial confusion giving way to a dawning realization as Master steps forward, his explanation cutting through the lingering haze of surprise. It becomes clear that the festive gathering was, in fact, a belated welcome party orchestrated in her honor, a touching gesture to formally acknowledge her presence within his home and the unwavering dedication she had displayed. In a moment of profound recognition, Master confides in Leon, recognizing the untapped potential within her creative soul and bestowing upon her a new and significant responsibility: the task of crafting backgrounds for his beloved manga series. With this revelation, a new chapter unfolds in Leon's journey, marked by unexpected beginnings and promising opportunities, as she embarks on a venture that promises to ignite her latent talents and bring fresh purpose to her artistic endeavors. While Leon is grateful for the recognition, a slight feeling of emptiness lingers within her. She can't help but dwell on the desire for more intimate contact from Master. In her thoughts, she yearns for his touch, a kiss, or some form of physical affection. Yet he remains distant, not making any move to bridge the gap between them. As Master's apparent lack of romantic interest in Leon becomes increasingly glaring, she feels compelled to delve deeper into the mystery. With an investigative spirit driving her, Leon decides to embark on a thorough exploration of Master's personal space, specifically his wardrobe. She believes that by scrutinizing his collection of adult magazines, she might uncover subtle clues about his hidden desires and preferences. Rummaging through the neatly folded shirts and meticulously hung trousers, Leon's determination intensifies. Her conviction that every man, without exception, must possess at least a few publications of that nature fuels her curiosity even more. Yet, as she sorts through the various items in the wardrobe, an unexpected discovery halts her in her tracks. Nestled among the stacks of clothing lies a book that seems out of place, a peculiar finding amidst the expected array of magazines. Intrigued by the unexpected deviation from her initial goal, Leon's curiosity compels her to pick up the book and examine its contents. Flipping through the pages with a mixture of confusion and intrigue, she finds herself immersed in a world she had never envisioned. The book, to Leon's utter amazement, centers around a seemingly bizarre topic: monster girls look like bees. As she delves deeper into the peculiar narrative, her initial quest to decipher Master's preferences takes on an entirely new dimension. The unexpected twist in her investigation leaves Leon both puzzled and intrigued, prompting her to question not only Master's interests, but also the enigmatic facets of his personality that she has yet to uncover. Meanwhile, as Master leisurely makes his way back home, engrossed in a lengthy phone conversation with one of his students, a peculiar dialogue unfolds between them. The student inquires about whether the new magazine has been delivered, prompting Master to explain the extensive effort he put into looking for it. Suddenly, as fate would have it, Master's composure is disrupted by the appearance of some bees, leading to a sudden and unexpected fainting spell. Filled with trepidation, Master apologizes for his inability to deal with his fear of bees, attributing it to a deeply ingrained phobia. Surprisingly, the student prods further, suggesting that Master should try to overcome his fear, to which Master responds with a sense of resigned acceptance, admitting that conquering this fear seems beyond his reach. Unbeknownst to them, this same magazine had previously caught the attention of Leon, who stumbled upon it in Master's wardrobe, discovering its intriguing feature of girl monsters dressed in bee costumes. Master's reluctance to even glance at the magazine becomes palpable as he jokingly quips about the possibility of fainting at the mere sight of a bee. As Master slowly turns the key in the front door, the hinges creaking with a weary protest, he cautiously pushes it open, his anticipation mingling with a knot of anxiety coiled in his chest. What he beholds on the other side strikes him as surreal, a scene straight out of a fever dream. Leon, his alluring companion, stands before him like a vision brought to life, her figure draped in a vibrant bee costume that accentuates every curve, from the fluttering wings to the seductive ensemble that leaves little to the imagination. There is a secret hope in her eyes, a shimmer of excitement, as she awaits his reaction, eager for his validation. In her mind, she has conjured a scenario where her surprise appearance in the bee costume would ignite a spark of passion and a flurry of desire. But as his gaze meets hers, as the reality of the moment sinks in, a different emotion washes over him: shock, disbelief, a flood of overwhelming sensation that threatens to drown reason. And then, in the blink of an eye, before Leon can process his reaction, or before she can utter a single word, he crumples, his body succumbing to the weight of revelation and the sheer bewilderment of it all. And he slumps to the ground in a dramatic faint that shatters the fragile bubble of her expectations, on what initially appears to be a typical day like any other. Master's sudden collapse unfolds before Leon's eyes, triggering an overwhelming surge of panic that engulfs her in a whirlwind of worry, drowning out all other thoughts. Instantly driven by an instinctual reflex, she decisively abandons all tasks at hand and races urgently to his side, her heart hammering in her chest with a mix of dread and concern as she beholds his vulnerable form lying prostrate on the ground. A tumultuous cascade of emotions floods her consciousness as she grapples with the stark gravity of the situation, every passing moment stretching out into what feels like an interminable eternity, each second only serving to intensify her mounting anxiety about his well-being. Tangled within the labyrinth of fear and unpredictability, a gnawing apprehension creeps into her conscience, seeding doubts and uncertainties. What if this inexplicable event heralds something far more insidious and irreversible? The disquieting prospect that the opportunity for future shared kisses and moments of intimacy might be forever foreclosed upon them casts a profound shadow of regret and yearning that settles heavily within her, weaving a tapestry of poignant longing. In a feeble voice, Master assures Leon that he's just feeling sleepy, prompting relief to wash over her like a gentle wave. She helps him onto the bed, her hands trembling slightly with the weight of her newfound responsibility for his comfort and safety. With a gentle yet firm voice, she suggests, "If you want to sleep, sleep on the bed." Master nods in agreement, quickly drifting into a peaceful slumber on the soft bed. As Leon watches over him, a new idea takes root in her mind. She could offer her lap as an even more comfortable resting place for him. With her heart pounding with anticipation, she gently proposes this idea to Master. To her delight, he agrees, and soon he's nestled cozily on her lap, his breathing steady and even enveloped in a sense of serenity and care. Leon finds herself unable to resist stealing glances at him, completely taken aback by how absolutely cute he appears in his moment of vulnerability. A profound sense of warmth engulfs her chest as she grasps the sheer intimacy of the situation. It is a moment unlike any other. She senses a deep connection forming between them for the very first time. Her heart fills to the brim with affection, the overwhelming emotion washing over her in waves of tenderness. The urge to kiss Master overwhelms Leone as she leans in, her heart pounding with anticipation. Just as she's about to close the gap between them, Master suddenly sits up, surprising her. With a sheepish grin, he admits that he's not at all sleepy. In an instant, their positions are reversed, and Leone finds herself unceremoniously sprawled on the floor, nursing a sore chin. Master, upon seeing Leone on the floor, assumes she must have dozed off and suggests that she should sleep on the bed if she wants to. Despite feeling a mix of embarrassment and amusement at the unexpected turn of events, Leone can't help but smile at the situation. She treasures the fleeting intimacy they shared and is grateful for the chance to offer care and support to Master in his time of need. Leone's culinary passion burned brightly as she meticulously crafted a sumptuous meal for Master, investing her heart and soul into every slice and seasoning with an eagerness that radiated from her being. The anticipation of showcasing her culinary prowess to him hung palpably in the air, each dish meticulously prepared to perfection to impress and delight. With the final touches completed, an air of nervous excitement surrounded her as she approached Master, her eyes sparkling with hope for a shared moment of culinary joy. As she stood before him, a mix of emotions swirled within her: excitement at the prospect of their culinary connection and nervousness about Master's reaction. A gentle smile played on her lips, reflecting her inner desire for their bond to strengthen through the experience. However, her hopes soon faltered as Master appeared immersed in his work, his attention barely flickering towards her as he absent-mindedly requested to be fed. The weight of disappointment settled heavily on Leone's shoulders, almost tangible in the heavy silence that followed. The realization that her efforts had seemingly gone unnoticed pierced her heart, the desire for them to share a moment of culinary delight fading into the background. Despite the ache of unmet expectations, she silently complied with his request, masking her inner turmoil behind a facade of obedience and grace. Initially taken aback by Master's behavior, acting like a spoiled kid in front of Leone, her excitement outweighs any reservations. Eagerly complying with his request, she feels that her efforts have finally borne fruit. With each spoonful of food she feeds him, she pours her heart into the act, hoping to receive some acknowledgement or appreciation from him. As she watches him eat, a sense of anticipation builds within her. Eager to see his reaction to the meal she has prepared with such care and dedication. However, her joy is short-lived when Master's response falls short of her expectations. His comment about the efficiency of not having to move his hand stings, cutting through the atmosphere of anticipation with its coldness. Leone feels a pang of disappointment as she registers his words, realizing that her efforts have gone unnoticed and unappreciated. The lack of expression on Master's face only adds to her dismay, highlighting the one-sided nature of their interaction. Despite her initial excitement and eagerness to bond over the meal, she is now acutely aware of the distance between them, a reminder of the barriers that exist in their relationship. Leone is feeling a wave of sadness overcome her as she questions the efficiency of their interactions. In response, Master suggests that she give it a shot before doubting it. To her surprise, Master then reciprocates by offering her a bite of food and inquiring about her feelings. This unexpected act of closeness causes Leone's heart to skip a beat, sparking a glimmer of optimism that perhaps their dynamic is evolving. She is elated by the fact that Master has fed her for the first time, reveling in the happiness of the moment. Expressing her enthusiasm, she proposes the idea of regularly exchanging bites as a means of enhancing efficiency. However, her budding hope is short-lived, as Master dismisses the notion of turning it into a routine occurrence. Feeling discouraged by Master's all-too-familiar lack of interest, Leone can't help but let herself spiral into a deep and heavy sadness. Day after day, she tries to break through to him to establish a real connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. But no matter how hard she tries, it's like hitting a brick wall. Their relationship stays stuck in the same old rut, leaving her yearning for that deeper, more fulfilling bond she craves. It's just another ordinary day for Master and Leon, who are diligently working on their manga. Suddenly, Master announces to Leon that it's time for her to take on the task of creating the backgrounds for their manga. Backgrounds, which are the buildings and settings depicted behind the characters, are crucial for establishing the location of each scene. Perplexed, Leon inquires about the specific type of background Master has in mind, gesturing toward his previous sketches for clarification. After examining the detailed background drawings, Leon expresses her uncertainty to Master, admitting that the task appears formidable and intricate to her. In a comforting gesture of reassurance, his soothing voice whispered, "Don't worry, I will be your patient guide through this intricate craft." With a gentle touch, he delicately positioned her hand, ensuring it was in the perfect alignment required for their shared endeavor. As if to offer steady support, his other hand found its place, resting lightly on Leon's shoulder, a sensation she found both unfamiliar and oddly comforting. A warmth spread through her cheeks as she couldn't help but notice his closeness, prompting her to tentatively question, "Master, is your face perhaps a tad too near mine?" His response came with an understanding tone, acknowledging her unease while making it clear that the proximity was necessary to illustrate the nuances of the technique accurately. Grasping the importance of such proximity for the intricacies of correct hand placement, he maintained his position beside her, offering a silent assurance through his presence as they delved into this shared journey. It was a poignant moment for Leon, the first time she truly felt his physical nearness since her arrival, a subtle yet significant shift in the dynamics within her new home that seemed to mark a turning point in their evolving relationship. Leon finds herself in a somewhat compromising position as her master is engrossed in explaining the intricacies of the backgrounds. She can sense his warm breath near her ear, his reassuring hand placed gently on her shoulder, and his chest lightly resting against her back. Being in such close proximity to a man's chest is a significant experience for Leon, and it stirs an unexpected excitement within her. These sensations overwhelm her to the point where she finds it challenging to concentrate on her master's teachings. Deeply engrossed in the lesson, Leon is currently grappling with the intricate concepts that have been presented to her. Seated on the cool, polished floor, she notices the frantic thudding of her heart, rendering it almost impossible to string together cohesive thoughts. Contrary to her initial thoughts, Leon surprisingly acknowledges the fortune she feels in having encountered such a remarkable moment. At the moment, when the master gently inquires about her understanding, Leon's anxiety escalates, bracing herself for a potential rebuke due to her perceived lack of focus. To her relief, the master exhibits his signature empathy and patience by opting to revisit the lesson with her, fully recognizing the challenges of the material at hand. A sense of warmth washes over Leon as the master places a comforting hand on her tense shoulder, tenderly positioning her fingers on the pencil to aid in guidance. Through this delicate and considerate gesture, the master reflects a sense of care and dedication in his teaching approach. In the midst of this intimate tutoring, Leon discerns a newfound appreciation for the mentorship she is receiving, gradually realizing the profound impact this experience is having on her, transforming it into a serendipitous and enlightening encounter. Master's eyes sparkle with excitement as he beckons Leon over to reveal a character he has crafted, drawing inspiration from her essence. Leon's heart races in anticipation, envisioning a seductive figure with captivating curves and an hourglass body. Her mind paints a picture of a stunning temptress, only to have her expectations shattered when she lays eyes on Goth Hagen. This creation stands before her as a stark contrast to her imagination. Goth Hagen emerges as a towering, menacing figure, a malicious orc with muscles that ripple beneath his dark skin and a gaze that sends shivers down her spine. His grisly reputation precedes him, having escaped from the confines of a prison by leaving a trail of slain guards in his wake. Leon is taken aback by the unexpected darkness of the character Master has created, a stark contrast to what she had envisioned. Curiosity piques her interest, and she can't help but inquire about the inspiration behind this choice. Master's response catches her off guard. He is drawn from her energetic and passionate side. This revelation leaves Leone feeling a mix of emotions, a blend of flattery and disappointment swirling within her. In an attempt to express her conflicting feelings, she pulls Master into a tight embrace, inadvertently pressing his face against her chest. Through this physical gesture, she seeks to convey not only her disappointment, but also her softness and inner beauty, hoping that he will grasp the depth of her emotions. As Master senses Leone's disappointment, he recognizes the need for a shift. Drawing inspiration from Leone's longing for connection, he decides to make a change. Teaching Goth Hagen a new deadly move, one involving crushing enemies in a fierce embrace, Master seeks to infuse the character with a sense of intimacy. Though not the precise solution Leone had hoped for, she finds solace in the moment's intimacy as Master's head rests against her chest. The physical closeness fosters a feeling of comfort and connection, unexpectedly deepening their bond. Feeling a blend of satisfaction and disappointment intertwined within her heart, Leone wrestles with the intricacies of her conflicting emotions. While a sense of contentment washes over her as she delicately places her master's face on her chest, creating a silent yet profound connection that warms the depths of her being, there also lingers a shadow of dismay. This shadow is cast by the poignant realization that her gestures of affection and tenderness seem to slip past her master's notice, floating in the air like unacknowledged whispers of love. Despite her sincere efforts to express her deep affection through subtle expressions of softness and cuteness, it appears that these efforts remain invisible to the one person she yearns to forge, a deeper bond, with a bond that transcends the superficialities of everyday interactions. Thus, as she navigates the intricate dance between her gratification in the shared moments of intimacy and her disappointment in the perceived lack of understanding from her master, Leone finds herself caught in a delicate balance of emotions, yearning for a connection that bridges the gap between what is felt and what is truly understood. Master summons Leone over to his side, a glint of eagerness in his eyes as he shares the sudden request for her to partake in a Isekai'd and illustration. Nonchalantly portraying the desired scenario, he leans in, pressing his palm against the wall while fixating his gaze upon her, igniting a surge of anticipation within Leone's being. The vibrant spark of excitement that dances in her eyes wars with the butterflies of anxiety that flutter in her stomach when Master beckons her to join in the enactment, viewing this as a golden chance to showcase her wiles and captivate his attention. Leone embraces the challenge with a resolve unparalleled and a hidden hope that her display will earn his commendation and admiration as she ponders her next move. The air crackles with a mix of tension and expectation, and the room feels charged with the unspoken dynamics between master and apprentice, each moment pregnant with the promise of a revealing connection. Embracing the opportunity that lies before her, Leone steels herself, drawing upon every ounce of wit and allure she possesses in an effort to leave an indelible impression on Master, her heart drumming with a blend of nervous energy and determined confidence that drives her forward towards her desired goal of earning his favor and approval through this daring display of charm and flirtation. Leone, fueled by the desire to captivate Master's attention with her alluring charm, eagerly plunged herself into the intricate art of the Isekai'd and, infusing each movement with a blend of seduction and finesse. With every calculated glance and inviting gesture, she poured her heart and soul into the performance, aiming to leave a lasting impression on Master's analytical mind. However, as she executed the Isekai'd and with grace and intensity, she couldn't help but notice Master's immediate shift in focus from her captivating allure to a meticulous examination of the finer details surrounding the encounter. Rather than being swept away by the magnetic pull of Leone's seductive display, Master's analytical eye zoomed in on practical considerations, such as the potential risk of nosy neighbors eavesdropping on their interaction, and the importance of maintaining fresh breath, particularly after indulging in a meal. The stark contrast between Leone's emotional investment in the moment and Master's objective observations left her with a lingering sense of disappointment and disillusionment. It dawned on her that perhaps her genuine efforts to impress Master and showcase her femininity had been misconstrued as mere subjects for evaluation and critique in his analytical mindset. The realization weighed heavily on Leon's heart, casting a shadow of doubt on the authenticity of her interactions with Master. The lingering feeling of being perceived more as an object of study than a woman worthy of appreciation dampened her spirits, dimming the spark of excitement that had initially fueled her approach. Despite her best intentions to stand out and be noticed by Master, the walls of analysis and critique that he had built around their interaction left her questioning the true nature of their connection. As she grappled with the internal conflict between her desire for validation and the sobering reality of being reduced to a mere subject of examination, Leon found herself at a crossroads, torn between her longing for genuine connection and the harsh truth of being seen through the lens of scrutiny. As Leon and Master delved deeper into their manga project, a sense of purpose pervaded Leon's every thought. Determined to elevate her craft and seek the Master's approval, she channeled her energy into the creative vortex of their collaboration. Her mind hummed with intricate strategies and innovative concepts, all in the quest for that elusive praise that spurred her on. With unwavering resolve, Leon poured her soul into the pages, each stroke of the pen a testament to her dedication. The hours blurred into days as she meticulously crafted each panel, each line brimming with her passion and commitment. The anticipation of a nod of approval from Master acted as her guiding light, propelling her forward with a singular focus. After what seemed like an eternity of tireless effort and meticulous attention to detail, Leon stood triumphantly before Master, her creation now a living, breathing testament to her devotion. A rush of emotions flooded her heart as she awaited Master's feedback, her spirit soaring with the promise of acknowledgement that had become her beacon. And then, in a moment that felt like the culmination of a lifelong journey, Master's warm embrace enveloped her, suffused with the pride and admiration she had sought all along. His words of commendation rang in her ears like a melody of triumph, validating her as not just a collaborator, but as a peer worthy of his respect and admiration. In that embrace, Leon found not just validation from her mentor, but a sense of fulfillment that transcended mere approval, a testament to the depth of their bond and the power of shared creativity. Leon's eyes glistened with tears of gratitude as she returned the embrace, her heart filled with appreciation for the acknowledgement from the Master. Not only were the accolades touching, but it was the sincere warmth and affection underlying his actions that truly resonated with her. In those fleeting moments of connection, she found solace in their partnership, each instance a cherished reminder of their bond. When Master shared his revelation about the significance of showing joy through physical gestures, Leon regarded it with a deep reverence akin to sacred wisdom. The wellspring of happiness bubbling within her overflowed, and she eagerly pledged to always prioritize Master above all else. Her genuine excitement effervesced with every word spoken, reflecting the profound impact of their relationship and the unwavering commitment she held in her heart. Master, a figure with a deep understanding of Leon's character and feelings, appeared slightly bemused by the sheer elation shining in her eyes. Despite his perpetual support and unstinting appreciation for her, there lingered a subtle discrepancy in his grasp of the profound impact his gestures wielded on the tender strings of Leon's heart. While he unfailingly stood by her side, offering comfort and encouragement, it may be that the true extent of the emotions he stirred within her remained just beyond the horizon of his awareness. Lost in the labyrinth of her own contemplation, she held tightly to the echoes of his embrace, allowing the warmth of his presence to envelop her shattered soul in a cocoon of solace. In those moments of quiet intimacy, the undeniable bond shared between them manifested as a lifeline, a tether grounding her in a world where emotional turbulence threatened to sweep her away. Leon pours countless hours of creativity and passion into crafting a manga that delves deep into the intricacies of her own life alongside Master's, hoping to capture the essence of their shared experiences. Vibrant illustrations bring life to the characters and storylines, each stroke of the pen reflecting the depth of emotion she intends to convey. Anticipation bubbles within her as she eagerly presents the final creation to Master, her heart brimming with excitement at the thought of sharing this intimate piece of herself with him. However, the moment she looks into his eyes for feedback, the atmosphere shifts unexpectedly. Instead of the praise and validation she craves, Master's words pierce through her with precision, each criticism cutting deeper than the last. His pointed remarks about the plot's weaknesses, the overwhelming number of characters, and the perceived lack of coherence strike a chord within Leone, shattering the fragile confidence she has so painstakingly built. As Master's critiques echo in her ears, Leone feels the foundation of her artistic vision crumble, the weight of his disapproval crushing her spirit. Each well-meaning comment from him feels like a dagger to her soul, casting a shadow of doubt on the once bright spark of inspiration that had fueled her creative endeavor. In the face of his relentless assessment, despair creeps into Leone's heart, overshadowing the initial excitement that had driven her to seek his opinion. Finally, after critiquing the manga for what seems like an eternity, Master decides to convey his thoughts to Leone in a manner that, to her surprise, isn't entirely negative. The tension in the air is palpable as Master begins to speak, his words carrying a weight that Leone isn't sure she is prepared to bear. However, as he continues, his tone softens, and for the first time in what feels like ages, Leone sees a glimmer of something unfamiliar in Master's eyes. Acknowledging the effort Leone has poured into every page and every panel of the manga, Master's words shift from criticism to a surprising appreciation of her work. He commends the way Leone has managed to infuse her emotions into the characters, creating a resonance that he, albeit begrudgingly, can't deny. But while Leone stands there, her heart pounding with hope that her message has finally been understood, little does she know the true source of Master's newfound appreciation. Despite the layers of complexities that infuse Leone's artistic expression, Master's gratitude stems not just from the mastery displayed in the manga, but also from a deeper, more intrinsic place within him. He finds solace in witnessing Leone's unwavering commitment and zealous dedication to her craft, recognizing the fire that was burning in her soul. While Master may not fully grasp the intricate nuances of Leone's emotional portrayal, he respects the unwavering fervor that drives her forward, urging her to pour her heart and soul into every stroke of her pen. As the realization dawns on Leone that Master's approval comes from a place of admiration for her sheer determination, rather than a complete understanding of her artistic vision, a sense of bittersweet acceptance washes over her. She understands that sometimes validation can come in unexpected forms, wrapped in layers of unspoken truths and silent acknowledgments. And in that moment, as the weight of Master's words settles around her, Leone finds a newfound sense of purpose and a renewed drive to continue expressing herself through her art, despite the disparities in perception between her and Master. As the mischievous spirit dances within Leone's soul, beckoning her to embark on a clandestine escapade, she ventures into the sanctum of the Master's chamber with stealthy grace, cloaked by the shroud of night's embrace. The symphony of his rhythmic breathing serenades the silence, a comforting lullaby echoing through the stillness. Illuminated by the dim moonlight cascading through the window, Master's countenance exudes a tranquil serenity that captivates Leone's gaze. An impish grin graces her features, a playful spark alighting in her eyes as she approaches the bedside with silent footsteps, anticipation simmering in her heart. Her fingertips, light as a feather, were poised to initiate a whimsical awakening, ready to disrupt the peaceful repose with a gentle caress. Yet, as she draws near, a burgeoning tenderness blooms within her chest, an unexpected emotion weaving a delicate tapestry of vulnerability and connection. In the hushed intimacy of that nocturnal tableau, a poignant realization unfurls within Leone's being, emboldening her to savor the fleeting moment of vulnerability. And then, as if guided by an unseen hand, Master's slumbering form stirs, subconsciously reaching out to intertwine their fingers in a tender embrace that transcends the boundaries of wakefulness. A surge of warmth cascades through Leone, an invisible embrace enveloping her in a cocoon of solace and affection, binding their spirits in a shared moment of unspoken understanding and an unbreakable bond. Her mischievous intentions take an intriguing turn, when Master begins murmuring about marshmallows in his slumber. This unexpected occurrence sparks a stream of vivid imagery in Leone's mind, prompting her to interpret it as a symbolic clue to a mysterious woman who has captured Master's subconscious attention. In that moment, a whimsical idea takes hold of her thoughts as she envisions herself as the marshmallow in his dream, a soft, delicate presence symbolizing sweetness and comfort. Drawn in by the allure of this playful daydream, Leone finds herself leaning in closer to immerse herself in the fanciful narrative unfolding in her imagination. However, just as she is getting lost in the fantasy, she is abruptly jolted from her reverie when Master's sleeping body tenses up defensively. In a reflexive gesture, his arm moves protectively, as if instinctively shielding the imaginary marshmallow from any perceived harm, stirring a mix of confusion and intrigue within Leone at this unexpected glimpse into his subconscious thoughts and emotions. The sun rises on the following day, casting its light upon Master as he stirs from his slumber to a profound weariness that seems to weigh down his every movement. Despite the appearance of a night spent in peaceful repose, a heavy fatigue lingers in his limbs, hinting at a deeper disturbance within. Leone, attuned to his inner struggles, reaches out and clasps his hand gently, feeling the echoes of his exhaustion resonate within her own being. An internal conflict wages war within her, as she grapples with the dual emotions of genuine concern for his well-being and a tinge of sadness at the possibility that his thoughts may be elsewhere, away from her. Nevertheless, she makes a conscious choice to stand resolute by his side, offering comfort and unwavering support through silent companionship, even as her own turbulent feelings threaten to overwhelm her. Leone, noticing Master's discomfort from tendinitis, offers a solution, recommending that he grasp something soft to alleviate the pain. She kindly proposes a gentle hand massage as a soothing remedy. The Master, appreciative of her thoughtfulness, accepts the offer. Placing his trust in Leone's expertise, he acquiesces to her guidance, allowing her to cover his eyes with a blindfold and direct his hands towards the comforting item. As Leone positions herself in front of Master, she lifts the hem of her dress with the intention of having his hands reach her chest. In a miscalculation, as Master extends his arm, he misjudges the distance and instead clutches a nearby bottle, inadvertently applying pressure and causing the ink to spill out uncontrollably, creating a chaotic mess. Despite the unexpected turn of events, Master remains composed and unaffected by the mishap. With humility, he requests Leone's assistance once more, seeking her aid to rectify the ink spill calamity. The trust between Master and Leone remains intact, as she offers her support and expertise to address the consequences of the inadvertent bottle mishandling. The incident, although unexpected, serves as a testament to their bond and the shared understanding between them in navigating unforeseen challenges with grace and cooperation. The next morning, Leone wakes up feeling unwell and soon realizes that sickness has taken hold of her body. Summoning every ounce of her diminishing strength, she musters the courage to confide in her Master about the unwelcome intrusion of illness. When her Master approaches, concern etched into the lines of his face. His touch is tender against her clammy skin as he seeks to assess the severity of her fever. At that moment, a sudden wave of vulnerability washes over Leone, her defenses crumbling in the face of weakness and discomfort, causing her to falter and collapse to the ground in a moment of awkward humility. Hours later, as she lies in her bed, the confines of the room feeling stifling and small, Leone seeks solace in the hope that it has all been a mere dream, a passing hallucination brought on by illness and exhaustion. Yet reality soon asserts itself with unwavering clarity as her Master, a steady presence at her bedside, appears bearing a tray laden with nourishing food and a genuine depth of concern mirrored in his gaze. His soft words wash over her like a soothing balm, urging her to surrender to the imperative need for rest and recuperation. Each caring gesture from him becomes a lifeline to cling to in the midst of her ailing body's struggles, a beacon of comfort and reassurance during these uncertain times of discomfort and need. Inquisitive about the manuscript that has consumed her Master's attention, Leon dares to question why he is prioritizing her care over his scholarly work. His response is unexpected yet heartfelt, revealing that the weight of the manuscript has grown beyond his capacity to bear alone. Acknowledging his need for her presence and support to navigate the turbulent waters of his ambitious project, he expresses gratitude for her unwavering companionship. A sense of joy and warmth envelops Leon as she realizes the depth of her master's affection and concern transcends their academic pursuits. Meanwhile, her master grapples with emotions he has long kept buried, finding himself incapable of functioning without her by his side. Though perplexed by this newfound dependency, he seeks solace in tending to Leon, hoping that caring for her will bring clarity to his muddled thoughts and emotions. As the unyielding cold persists within their workspace, its chilling grasp gradually seizes the master's hand, rendering it increasingly immobile and frustratingly hindering his delicate artistry. With each passing day, the harshness of the cold seems to intensify, gnawing at his patience and resolve. The once precise strokes of his drawings now appear rough and lacking the customary clarity he prides himself on. Despite his best efforts to concentrate, the biting cold pervades everything, a relentless foe dampening his creative spirit. In the absence of a comforting heater to dispel the chill, the master finds himself at a loss, the stiffness in his hands a constant reminder of his struggle against the elements. As his frustration mounts, so too does the realization that, without respite, his artistry will continue to suffer. In his dilemma, Leon comes to his rescue with a suggestion to warm his hand. With a mix of gratitude and curiosity, the master accepts her offer, hoping for some respite from the cold that has plagued him for so long. Placing his hand between her legs, Leon offers her warmth, her concern evident in her gentle touch. As the sensation envelops him, offering comfort and relief from the chill, the master can't help but feel a stirring within him. Leon's proximity, coupled with the intimate gesture, sparks a response he hadn't anticipated. Tentatively, he reciprocates the gesture, his touch eliciting a sensational response from Leon as she jumps at the unexpected sensation, instinctively clinging to his arm for support. However, after some time, the master suggests they should stop, mindful of boundaries and propriety. Despite his hand being warm enough now, Leon's eagerness for more warmth makes her reluctant to let go. She finds herself yearning for his touch, relishing the intimate moment they share. This is the first time he has touched her legs, and Leon doesn't want to let go of the exhilarating feeling of her master's hand between her legs. Removing his hand, the master feels its warmth linger, but a strange longing tugs at him, stirring emotions he can't quite comprehend. Unsure of the source of this unfamiliar sensation, he can't shake the feeling of connection that has blossomed between them in that fleeting moment of warmth and intimacy. Longing to understand the implications of that fleeting touch, the master finds himself pondering the intricate dance of emotions that has unraveled within him. The sensation of Leon's warmth against his touch lingers, imprinting itself on his consciousness with a permanence he can't deny. Each moment shared between them seems to carry hidden layers of unspoken emotions, intertwining their destinies in ways that defy logic. Leon, too, grapples with the aftermath of that intimate exchange, her thoughts consumed by the memory of his touch on her skin. The electrifying connection she has felt with the master leaves her craving for more, a hunger for closeness that borders on obsession. She finds herself analyzing every detail of their interaction, searching for hidden meanings in the simplest gestures, as if trying to decode the complexities of their unspoken bond. Leon's heart sinks as she notices the pallor of her beloved master's complexion, a stark departure from his usual vibrant demeanor. She can't shake the nagging feeling in her gut that something is seriously amiss. Concern etches across her features as she musters up the courage to gently probe into his well-being. Upon hearing his halting admission that he hasn't succumbed to slumber in a staggering 5 days, her worries deepen into a sense of profound unease. Although he valiantly tries to mask his exhaustion with a facade of resilience, she can see right through the cracks in his demeanor. The weight of his burdens seems to visibly press down upon him, as if the weight of the world rests solely on his frail shoulders. In a moment of raw vulnerability, he finally allows a glimpse into the inner turmoil that plagues his restless mind. It's evident that the toll of sleepless nights and unrelenting stress has chiseled away at his once indomitable spirit, leaving behind a mere shadow of his former self. As the pieces of the puzzle slowly fall into place, he recalls with startling clarity the enigmatic puzzle of his dwindling workforce. His loyal employees, whom he had trusted to stand by his side through thick and thin, had instead chosen to abandon ship, their resignations echoing like the bitter chorus of betrayal. Their reasons cut deep, citing his increasingly erratic behavior and deteriorating health as the catalysts for their untimely departures. The cruel murmurings of their whispered accusations reverberate in his ears, taunting him with the label of weird and questioning who could possibly harbor any affection for a man so far fallen from grace. In the midst of these revelations, a sense of isolation creeps over him like a suffocating shroud, threatening to choke out any semblance of hope or redemption. The realization dawns upon him that perhaps the harshest judgments are the ones he levies upon himself, as he grapples with the haunting specter of loneliness in the wake of his crumbling empire. And as the insidious tendrils of doubt wind tighter around his heart, he finds himself standing at the precipice of a precipitous fall, teetering on the edge of oblivion. The master's physical and mental state deteriorates rapidly after 5 consecutive days without sleep. Cognitive impairment, hallucinations, and an overall decline in health plague him, leaving him with speech impairments, diminished cognitive function, and an inability to recognize emotions in others. The lack of sleep also disrupts his metabolic balance, resulting in a reduced insulin response and an acute insulin response to glucose, further compounding his health issues. However, as he recalls Leon's kindness in preparing food for him and engaging in conversation about manga, a surge of energy revitalizes him. With renewed vigor, he dives back into his work. The simple act of Leon's compassion and understanding acts as a beacon of hope, cutting through the darkness of his doubts and lifting his spirits. Amid the hum of the office, he finds solace in the tasks at hand. His mind is focused and determined. Despite the challenges that loom ahead, a newfound sense of purpose drives him forward. Aware of Leon's concern for his well-being, he acknowledges the need for rest, but feels a sense of responsibility to push through, valuing the support that has been given to him. Leon watches with a mixture of hope and trepidation as she tentatively broaches the subject with her master, wondering if he might be open to exploring something different together on this particular day, a playful and perhaps seductive interlude, a departure from their usual routine. However, his unexpected response catches her completely off guard, shattering the delicate excitement she has been feeling. Instead of expressing a shared interest in her suggestive proposition, he adamantly declares his unwavering passion for manga, emphasizing that nothing in the world brings him greater joy than indulging in the artistic worlds depicted within those vibrant pages. This revelation sends a sharp pang of disappointment through Leon, making her realize that her master seems content in the realm of fictional tales and seems to lack interest in venturing beyond their established daily rituals. As unspoken tears well up within her, she struggles to mask her feelings of sorrow, aching at the notion that she might not hold the same level of fascination for him as he does for his beloved manga. In the weighty silence that follows, her heart heavy with a sense of rejection, Leon's master unexpectedly breaks the tension by sharing a heartfelt confession. He expresses that his days have transformed into ones of brighter hues and lighter laughter ever since she came into his life and found a place within his home. An electric surge of emotions races through Leon in response to these words, a mix of elation, confusion, and longing swirling within her as she desperately seeks to fully understand the depth of his sentiment. Despite this glimmer of hope, uncertainty still lingers in Leon's heart, prompting her to seek clarity. What does her master truly mean when he professes that his life has been enriched by her presence? Is it merely in a platonic sense, or does it carry the potential for something more profound and meaningful between them? As Leon stands there, Bracing herself for another one of his customary jokes, she psychologically prepares for his usual quip about how her presence enhances his artistic focus. However, to her bewilderment, he veers off his predictable course. With an air of detachment that sends shivers down her spine, he confesses a sentiment that catches her completely off guard, the possibility that he has developed deep feelings for her. This bombshell revelation leaves Leon in a state of emotional turmoil, grappling with the enormity of what he has just articulated. Despite the overwhelming flood of emotions surging through her, a sense of relief washes over her as the acknowledgement of his love serves as validation that her own affections are indeed reciprocated. The gravity of the moment envelops them in a cocoon of shared vulnerability, their hearts laid bare for each other to see in this raw, unfiltered instant of mutual revelation. Desperate for more details and yearning for greater insights into his psyche, Leon persists in her quest to coax him into revealing more. Eager to grasp the nuances and depths of his feelings without any shadow of uncertainty clouding her comprehension, she can't help but feel a rising sense of frustration as her master remains obstinately silent, his attention consumed by the pages of his manga. As she contemplates the enigmatic nature of manga artists and creators, Leon finds herself grappling with the realization that sometimes the narrative simply halts abruptly, leaving a void of unanswered questions hanging in the air. Much like the unresolved queries swirling in her mind at this moment, it becomes clear to her that perhaps, in the world of manga and artistry, some emotions and tales are meant to remain shrouded in mystery, adding layers of complexity and intrigue to the stories spun by these creative minds. Like, share, and subscribe to show more love. And maybe I'll cover part 2 as well. See you soon.